Hi guys, welcome to our channel. It's good to be here to meet you, and remember to click and subscribe as we share and pass this message along. For those who are joining for the first time, this channel is just to share our journey, our Christian journey, and to help each other along. Today I'm inspired to speak to you about what we ought to do. Recently, I just started this channel because I have been inspired by the Lord years ago to start this channel to share and document my journey of being called and the processes that I had to go through and still is going through to make me what He wants me to be. And I recently was looking at someone's post and on LinkedIn, and I felt encouraged as she herself was explaining that this new opportunity that has opened up to her and her daughter was just because she was randomly just documenting on YouTube conversations with her daughter and herself. I know you all probably know Terry Carroll from Jamaica, and she was just saying it was just by accident that she was documenting the conversations that she and her daughter would have, as she would encourage her daughter and advise her daughter. And from this, she was given an opportunity to do a TED Talk with her daughter, to inspire other young people and parents across the globe. So here am I documenting, and it just to show you that when God is pleased with you, you will get divine messages. You will happen to hear, it could be over the radio, a stranger conversation, that the Lord will tell you that you are on the right path and what you're doing He wants you to do. And hearing that, overseeing that this conversation this week just inspired me and pushed me, drive me even more to say yes, this is something that I should be doing. But to get into the meat of the matter today is just to reflect on a lesson study that I did earlier today that reminded me of what we are to be doing as children of the cross, as soldiers of the cross, as Christians, warriors for God. Because don't be fooled that this is definitely a battle that you have joined up for, a battle with self, with the flesh, a battle with those of the world who are not of God. And so you ought to be armed, have on the whole armor of God, right? So in this lesson study, I was just smiling to myself that I myself am guilty of not doing what we ought to do. And in this lesson study, it was telling you that praying and fasting are mandatory, not optional, but mandatory. And just like, I don't know how many of you have this similar scenario that yes, you will fast and pray, but you don't want to be fasting every week. And churches usually recommend there's a specific day that of the week that everyone should fast, and many of us forget, many of us find excuses why we are not going to be fasting. But guess what? If we're going to build our spiritual life, we have to be in constant communication with the Almighty. And it is through prayer, not just a quick prayer in the morning, or you say your grace and bless your food, but you have to designate a period of your day to sit down meditatively, to peruse the scriptures and to meditate and pray, to build that relationship. And fasting definitely is one way that if you read the different accounts in the scripture, that when you ought to go to another level to fight or to enter into ministry, the patriarchs, even Jesus, he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights before he started his ministry. many times Moses would go up into the mountains and by himself and sojourn so that he could take on the other leg of the journey. So many of us will fast when we have a situation that we want to fast about, but fasting is not only for when you are in the situation, but fasting also is a way of preparing you for situations. So sometimes you don't even know what is ahead of you, but your spirit will lead you to fast. So let us follow what our elders in the church is doing and encouraging us when they tell you there's a day out of each week that you should set apart and fast. Fasting is not even only good for your spirit, but now scientists and medical personnel will tell you that fasting is actually good for your physical being, to help your body to flush. So all these things that we gorge ourselves with, the unhealthy food and these toxic waste that build up, fasting not only helps you physically, it helps you spiritually, it helps you mentally. So let us not excuse. I have to speak to myself this week because I was like, oh my God, to fast again. I've done so much fasting. But guess what? That lesson study just chastised me this week to say praying and fasting, they aren't optional in your spiritual journey, they are mandatory. So I just want to share that inspiration with you. So let us get on track. It's the beginning of a new year, and what we're trying to go is go higher and deeper in the Lord. So let us get to pray, let us get to fasting, and let us grow more spiritual and deep in the Lord, because at the end of the day, we are working to win this race and we want our reward. So we're going to work hard at it. So have a good day. Bye bye.